Hey there again, everyone, and thank you all for joining me for yet another world first record that can never be beaten. As I load in and try to get anywhere but here, I'll then just need to wait till all my zombies are spawned in. While doing that, let me go ahead and answer something I'm sure many of you guys are wondering. Hasn't people been doing round 1 rev for years and years already? Heck, didn't even I do round 1 rev years ago? The answer to that is yes, but that was with mega gobblegums. This one, I'll be doing it without using any megas. So go ahead and take a moment to pause and comment down below to tell me what round you think I'll finish it on, as well as how long you think it'll take me to do it. Keep in mind that this is with no mega gobblegums. Recently, I had put up a poll on YouTube asking you guys what you'd be most interested in seeing next between Black Ops 3 or Black Ops 4 and Mega Gums versus no Mega Gums and BO31. But don't worry, I'll still be doing all those others as well. This was just for this particular upload. Alright, so once my zombies are all spawned in, I just need to line them up as best I can and then shoot through them so that my bullets hit as many of the zombies as possible. The bullet damage gets reduced every time it goes through a zombie, so I can abuse that, basically allowing me to get a lot more points for a lot less ammo. Then I just get my zombies up near the ritual before starting it. It's important that I do have every zombie in the ritual area itself before doing it, or at least before the ritual ends. Once it does end, I just let all the zombies respawn since the ritual does despawn them. Then I just line them up to get ready to shoot through them all over again. But wouldn't I risk killing my zombies at this point? Actually, no. Even though I've already shot through them a good bit, when the ritual ends, it respawns the zombies, and when it does, it also resets their health. After lining them up, I was originally just gonna put a couple of bullets through them and then kill them to flip the round. This way I could use the ammo on round 2 since I could shoot the zombies more on round 2. But then the max ammo dropped, so I just go ahead and use all the ammo I could before picking it up. On round 2, I just start off by doing the same thing, getting the zombies lined up and then put bullets through them. I really don't want any of them to die though, so I have to be careful and not overdo it. Once I made some points off of them, then I just get them back up near the ritual. Again, it's important that they're all there, and once they are, I just run over to the truck and pop anywhere but here. It will always spawn me right here where I land as long as I popped it up near the truck. And when I landed on the zombies, it counts as me killing them, although it just respawns them the same way the ritual does. Now, I just let them respawn and line them up again because, as I mentioned, it does it just like the ritual does, which means it also resets their health. So, just do the same thing over, shoot them as much as I'm comfortable with, and then respawn them once again with the anywhere but here. This here is what I really needed to happen. The double points drop. So now I just shoot the zombies before knifing them to get all the points that I could before the double points ends, making sure that I do not kill that last zombie. Then I just go in to check out what my max ammo challenge is. If it's not something that I could get done without killing zombies, then it'd just be another reset. Thankfully, it was one I could do easily, so finally, I have a run. Time to get the map opened. Naturally, head towards the Horizon Drop side first. I'm intentionally not shooting the tombstones yet because at the moment, I'm better off keeping that ammo, but I'll come back to it later and do that once I can spare the ammo. I just continue working my way around the map and activating the rest of the rituals. As I'm passing through each area, make sure to grab the 3 parts for the keeper, but for now, only 2 for the shield, since I'm holding off on buying the door to the other side of spawn for that shield part. The important thing is to just get inside the Apothicon. Before I jump in the Apothicon, I also go ahead and do the chalk side Easter egg. This way I can have the table open if I need to place a gun down at any point. Once I'm in here, now comes the tedious part. So while you're inside the Apothicon, there's basically a timer going. It only counts while you're actively in there. So if you jump out, then that timer's basically paused. So after 6 or 7 minutes of being in there, you'll have this happen. Well, not the fly, that'll just respawn in there every 30 seconds. I meant this huggable guy. This is part 1 of being able to pull this off. Second part also involves Mr. Hugs here, but only after we kill him. It's actually similar to the round 4 Shadows of Evil we just done the other week. For anyone who hasn't seen that, let me explain. When you shoot a Margwa eye, it spawns a fly. If you leave those flies alone and just run away from them, or in this case, just jump out of the Apothicon, those flies will turn into zombies. So after killing Mr. Hugs here, avoid killing the flies and just jump out of the Apothicon. I only have to be outside a few seconds, that way the zombies start spawning outside, but before going back I go ahead and grab the final shield part I need. Build the shield and then just head right back into the Apothicon. Then it's just waiting till the next Mr. Hugs decides to spawn in and repeat the same process. Now, a very important warning when doing this. After your first 2 Mr. Hugs, you're going to get a guaranteed Panzer instead of a Mr. Hugs. In which case, assuming that you haven't spawned any Mr. Hugs yet, then after you spawn the first set, it will be a Panzer right away because you've basically already passed that 2 threshold that the Panzer requires. After killing 2, I know the next thing that's going to spawn in is going to be a Panzer, so I go ahead first and grab Jug, and then hit the box a few times so that I can go ahead and start trying to get it to move. I actually end up getting the Apothicon second box hit, which I've got mixed feelings about. I was hoping to get a sniper first, just so that I could snipe a Mr. Hugs and unlock the Margwa mask. But oh well, since I have it, I go ahead and shoot the rocks in the sky for its upgrade. Once they're all shot, it's just right back into the Apothicon to wait around some more. When the Panzer does spawn, I need to be really careful though. When I kill it, it'll blow up, and any zombies that are anywhere close to it will also get killed by it. So I just make sure when I kill this one that I do it well away from the few zombies that I have currently. Although I end up going through most of my ammo here, it's not exactly a bad thing, since the more bullets I can get into him, the more points I can get from it. Once he's dead, I go ahead and jump out, because obviously I need to turn the flies from the Panzer into more zombies. Yep, took me a minute also to realize what a derp I was being there. So back into the Apothicon I go. Now it's just back to wait until I get another Mr. Hugs. The next one drops a double points, and with it going I go ahead and kill a few of my zombies. Those additional points are worth losing the few zombies, since I can easily make those up later. I do make sure that I still keep a handful alive though, then just jump out to hit a box a few times, and once again, second box hit gave me what I needed. Arnies. Getting those just made point farming a lot easier though. Since I hadn't shot the gravestones yet, I go ahead and go over to spawn and shoot those in the correct order. 2, 3, 1, 4. The jump pad for the keeper in this game ended up being Varrock, so before going to buy it, I go ahead and repair the barriers around here. This will give me a couple extra seconds to handle the keeper the way that I do. I buy the keeper here on the stage, and then jump over to Varrock from here. Thankfully, the keeper wasn't stubborn the way it tends to be, and he activated right away. As soon as he activates, I take off and jump back into the Apothicon. Heads up though, anytime you do this the way I just did it, then you'll have spiders spawn in here as soon as you come back in. It's important that they aren't killed though, because those are the actual zombies. To turn them back into zombies, just have to jump out of here and stay out for a second till they spawn outside. Once they spawn outside, it's safe to go back into the Apothicon again. Also, I want to go ahead and thank you guys. The recent World First videos that I had uploaded for the Solo Moon and Origins World Records, they've gotten so much support from you all. I honestly only expected a few hundred views when I uploaded Origins originally, and a few weeks later, and both have gotten thousands. You guys are literally changing my life with all this. Thank you all. And don't worry, there's still a bunch more that I have to show you guys. So if you haven't yet, make sure to go ahead and like and subscribe, because the more you guys do, the more YouTube recommends it to others. While waiting for the keeper, I decided to go ahead and hit the box, since I was low on ammo for the Tommy gun. It giving me the Dracon means I can unlock the Margwa mask now. Once the keeper finishes, I go ahead and pick up and place the rail in knocked. Now it's on to the Arnie step. The ideal thing here is for one of the first two Mr. Hugs to drop a max ammo. If they do, I can actually jump out of the Apothicon before killing the final one. This will cause me to fail that particular set, and then I could just redo it. Doing it this way makes getting points, as well as getting enough zombies for the step later on, both a lot faster and a lot easier. Unfortunately, neither of these three gave a max ammo. I have a free max ammo from my challenge, but I'm trying to save it for later. Plus, I know a Mr. Hugs or a Panzer should be spawning in here any moment now, so I can see if it drops some max ammo first. Of course, he doesn't. So I go ahead and wait once more for another Mr. Hugs. And can't even lie, this kill, so smooth. Since the ammo luck is going so terrible, I go ahead and pick up my free max ammo from the reward. Also have the third challenge reward give me stamina up, so even better. I head back into the Apothicon to do the second set of Arnies. This is actually the set that are the most painful for me personally. All because they can turn the zombies into sprinters and then it can get hectic. The third Mr. Hugs in this set actually decides to drop me a max ammo. After jumping out and then back in, time to do the third set. Neither of the first two Mr. Hugs drops a max ammo, and I choose to still fail it though, so I go ahead and jump out. This way, once I do get a max ammo, I can still redo that set. Whereas if I finished it, getting points anymore or zombies would be a lot harder. With any luck, the Mr. Hugs that I left alive will drop me a max. Unfortunately, he didn't. Then a Panzer spawns in right away, which gave me another chance. And ditto, max ammo. I had luck just as bad on the next set of Mr. Hugs that spawn in, and still I choose to fail it again, just because it's much faster doing it this way than it would be waiting in the Apothicon just to get a single Mr. Hugs or a Panzer every 7 minutes. This guy needed a hug so bad he decided to even follow me around. Obsessed much? So then I spend the next 30 minutes killing Mr. Hugs and Panzers inside the Apothicon before finally getting that last max ammo I needed. On the plus side, this allowed me to have the points I needed to pack the Apothicon Servant as well as another gun for the next step. So for the final time, I go ahead and throw Arnies into the last 3 holes. This time I won't intentionally fail it, since I'm confident I have plenty of zombies and plenty of points. Although I do still plan on trying to get the Thunder Gun out of the box before the final boss. Once I kill all 3 of these, I go ahead and pick up the rill and then place it over in Kino. Now, just to shoot all the bones around the map with the bullet weapon and then the Apothicon. Starting here in the Dreisendracht section. For the Shang one, I don't want to go all the way down the stairs because the last thing I want to happen is the Apothicon to actually kill any of my zombies, so I just shoot it here from the top of the stairs. For Noct, I only shoot it with the gun for now, because if I shot it with the wonder weapon, all the zombies currently following me would get killed, so I'll handle that in a moment. On out to Verrucht. Then over to Spawn. And then on to Origins. Now, when I come back into Noct, that's when I shoot that bone with the wonder weapon. Before jumping inside the Apothicon really quick. This way it causes all my zombies to spawn in here, that way they don't get killed out there. Now, I just need to shoot the bones and then the body in the top of Noct. To do that without killing zombies, I first wait a moment here in DE, that way all my zombies are spawned here, then do the same way that I done a moment ago. Shoot the wonder weapon, and then jump inside the Apothicon. I just repeat that a second time, and then pick up the final reel before placing it in the top of Origins. Next thing is just to align all 4 turrets. Before following Sophia to the teleporter in Kino, I first grab the spark from Spawn. This way, when I hit the box in a while for the Thunder Gun, it'll already be pack-a-punched. It's just important when doing this that I don't get touched or damaged at all, otherwise I'll lose the spark for good. Once teleported, just place the spark here. Then pick up the book, which I'll place on the podium. Now I can go around the map to find the 4 eggs, which I need to fill up with zombies inside the Apothicon. I've already grabbed the one from DE, so next one I pick up is Origins, then Shang, and finally Verrucht. Once they are placed, I go ahead and kill the 40 zombies that are needed to fill them. As I assumed, I had plenty of zombies without risk of ending the round. After picking a worm up, I can go out to each of the areas to place them. For some reason, people usually think that you have to take the worm back to the exact area you picked that egg up. That's not the case, thankfully. Get a worm placed in mob, and then pick up the symbol it spawns. Continue to do the same for Spawn, Verrucht, and finally Dreisendracht. The first half of the boss fight's next, where I'll have a bunch of Mr. Hugs to deal with, so before teleporting, I go ahead and try hitting the box for the Thunder Gun. Thankfully, my box luck now was a lot better than it was on the Moon Easter egg from last week. Alright, on to the boss fight. Unfortunately, I come into this with only 7 Apothicon shots and no Arnies, but they end up being just enough to cover me for needing to hit the right symbols. This here is the whole reason I wanted the Thunder Gun. Being able to instantly just knock out each of these phases never gets old. Just do the same thing through each phase before finally being able to pick up the summoning key. I don't know how, but I managed to throw it right before teleporting, so then I had to wait around a moment for it to spawn it back on me. First place I throw it is here above me. Then the clock into Dreisendracht, Shang, then I go to run into Noct. If anyone's ever done this step, you most likely know that it can bug out when you go through the teleporter. And if it does, the only way to fix it is to either go down or to pick up a near death. To avoid that, all you have to do is melee as you go through the portal. And if you're worried and don't even trust yourself to do it that way, you can always just throw it off the map and then run through the portal, and after a few seconds, it'll just give it back to you. You guys just pretend that you didn't just see me start to throw it at the bone location for some reason. I clearly only run out and throw it at the fountain in Verrucht. Nothing else. For anyone that hates going to the top of Origins here, if you come out the teleporter and then take 2 steps to your left, just aim here and put the top of the summoning key about an inch below the edge of the roof there, and then just jump and throw. Easy peasy. Final spot is just through the cell here in Mob, which we can also do from down here. To teleport back to the boss, I use the teleporter this time. Few tips here for anyone who happens to have any trouble with this boss fight. First, place the summoning key, and then after shooting a shot with your Apothicon, try to use the Thunder Gun and kill the Panzer near the Mr. Hugs. This way, it'll actually kill the Mr. Hugs. Then just shoot a few more Apothicon shots around the room, and you should be able to pick up the summoning key to throw. First, throw an Arnie, and then throw the summoning key, and then throw a second Arnie. This will prevent the bug where the Mr. Hugs ignores the Arnies and just comes straight at you. Then just shoot the Shadow Man for 10 seconds, and we have it. World's first round 2 Revelations Easter egg with no Mega Gums. Thank you guys for being here for yet another world record, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, we'll catch you all later.
Sophia. You know what we must do, my dear.
Yes, my love.
We will do it together. As one we are. Now and forever.
With the evil vanquished, I can start making it all nice again. No undead, no Apothicons, no Shadow Man. All of it gone. Forever. But here's the funny thing. You snowflakes shouldn't even still be here. You should be fading out of existence by now. Those blood vials. I was wondering when you'd bring this up. They're from realities we've already closed off. They shouldn't be here. They can't be here. Such a paradox means you're putting my perfect world at risk. You guys and your bloody free will. What to do? What to do? Well, you certainly can't stay here.
You could send us somewhere else. Somewhere we've never been.
I suppose I could make a little corner somewhere in history. A place where I can dump some of the other shit that I've left over. Or I just wipe you from existence. Ooh, hang on. Actually, that all works out perfectly.